UNI2 came out this past week, and I've been seeing you play a lot of it, and it looks like you're having
Oh
fun.
yeah. I mean, it'll be like 9 p.m. I usually don't stream past 7 p.m. It'll be 9 p.m. Wife's asleep, baby's asleep. All right, let me turn the stream off for a few hours. Next thing I know, it's 2 a.m. I can't sleep after I'm done playing. My fingers are on fire. Yeah, I like. Needless to say, I think the game is great, and I think what we're going to talk about here is three things that I like and three things that are hard to say, but are not so good about the game. I suppose maybe there's some bad things. Well, I don't know where to start here with this game because typically I'm really suspicious when it even comes to anime games. Someone recommends me an anime game, I'm like, dude, yeah, you got to really sell me on this. So long story short, somebody I met in my Twitch chat who happened to live down the street, who was a Twitch cop, he was like, he got up to UNI2, and then Uni one. It was one of the later editions, maybe about 2 years ago. And we went to arcade, and he was like, "You got to play this game." I'm like, "Okay, fine." And immediately I was able to beat him because the game, the fundamentals carry over. Like immediately, I knew, okay, this is an anti-air. This is how I finish my combos, and I happened to pick a character who had some similar qualities to like the twins Yang and Young, dive kick, Rekka, uppercut, Enkidu. So I had a blast as soon as I picked it up, and I knew the game would be very complex, which is the first thing that I think is really good about this game. That whole thing where you pick it up and it feels good to play, but there's also a lot of room for growth and like sort of questions of like how can I make this one hit better? Because there's so many different things that change under different circumstances. So there's so many system mechanics, but initially when you pick it up, you may not even be aware of what those mechanics are, but you feel like the game is good. The input delay is really low, surprisingly low for like compared to other fighting games. So the hits feel really good and rewarding, and the combos are pretty easy to string together. At least initially, optimizing it is pretty tough. So because UNI2 has introduced rollback, the other thing that's really great about this is although it was already a thriving community and tournaments were always exciting for the community, I think now it's becoming a little bit more mainstream because it has that rollback online and it's easier to actually play the game online. Part of the reason why I stopped playing the previous Under Night is because I couldn't really play it. I had to gather a group of friends. Literally, I called up people on the phone and I streamed the whole thing and it was a blast, but it only lasts for so long. And because of the delay based netcode, once you get good at a game, you really start to feel where the delay is making something work when it really shouldn't work, be as effective. And that's what happened to me when I played against Ryan Hunter. It was like I was supposed to block that over, wasn't I? Oh yeah, okay. So with that in mind, the rollback netcode is, I think, just going to give this game a much brighter future, even though it's already a good game. And the third thing that's really cool about this game is probably something that is it's not really related to the fighting itself, but the music is really cool. The composer Raito, I mean, you've probably seen many YouTube videos where you have heard some music and you're like, "What is that?" It comes from Under Night. It's from this game, so it's really awesome. So let me try to say some things that are a little tough about this game, maybe bad. One of those things is that complexity. As cool as it is, and as much as I like it, it's hard to find my spot as a player in this game right now because I'm a lot better than people who are just picking it up because fundamentals carry a lot of weight. But I just get trashed by everybody who has experience in this game because I don't know matchups. I don't know what a character's doing. I don't know if that's plus. I don't know if that's safe. I don't know what's invincible. I don't know if they have some kind of option select. I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know. Like it's just a bunch of questions to me that are hitting me from all different directions and angles. So that part is a little frustrating, but it is very rewarding. Not to flip it into something good, it's very rewarding. Oh man, it's very rewarding when I lose to somebody 2 matches in ranked, and then I play them in a player match, and then they win 7 games, and again I'm like, all right, then I win 2 games, then I win 3 games, then I win 5 games. The download feels so good once I understand how things work and I start winning. It's good. The other thing is that there are some sort of technical difficulties with the game as far as uh, on PC it was crashing for various reasons, and the ranked matches didn't even work on the first day. They have since, I would say, improved that. It doesn't, I believe, uh, display the connection quality accurately because every match I play it says like 500 ms. It's just not true. And yeah, there's no crossplay crashes, but it seems like they're working their way towards making it a better experience. And the third thing would be the single player content. It's not exactly on Street Fighter 6 quality, Mortal Kombat quality. I wouldn't say it's nothing or it's bare. I guess sort of bare bones. There's the arcade, the storyline, some voice acting with the text kind of thing. Time attack mode, score, high score kind of thing. None of those things are my MO anyways, but I'd like for there to be a little bit more robust, some activities for people who are not really into getting to like the high levels of fighting game kind of that kind of mentality. So that's it. I think Under Night is awesome and I can't wait to play it more and suffer.
So if you were to give it a 1 out of a 5 score, what would you give it?
Ooh. Somewhere between a 4 and a 5. I guess 4.5.
4.5. Okay. I like your your track to that answer. Between a 4 and a 5. 4.5.
Yeah, 5 seems like it's too much, and 4, I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it's excellent.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And we were talking a little bit before the show, and I am a fiend for Under Night combo trials, man. I will sit there and try the Gordo combo trials all day and have a blast, even if I like only get one after like a play
I wonder
session.
why that is. They're not as hard as like KOF trials, but I think it's also related to just how satisfying the characters' animations, the possibilities. Like, well, that works. You can do that. It feels like every character in that game is top tier. It's like, how's this character not the best? Every character, when I pick them up, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, no, and I think to your point too, I think they did such a good job of making things seem like you're threading a needle, right? So like you said, like it feels super rewarding to like when you get that combo or when you like get a punish or when you get an OS right or whatever. Speaking of which, the tutorials in that game are pretty cool. They're like, hey, here's how you do an option select. You idiot.
They're absurd. They're absurd.
So it's pretty cool that like they teach you like complex concepts in the tutorial mode, even though like sometimes it's a little bit obtuse. Right, like imagine like somebody who is not a competitive fighting game player trying to figure out what an option select is,
But the cool thing is that translates to other fighting games, so that could be a gateway to getting better at some other stuff, having a different idea. Like, oh, can I apply that somewhere else? Like, it's actually a really good. You should buy that just for the competitive investment.
Yeah. No. The fact that you used gateway is exactly, I think, the term, right? Because you talked about how fundamentals carry over, and I think Under Night and Birth, the first one, was like my gateway into anime games. So I totally 1000% agree with you there. So I'm a fan.
Yeah. Part of my hesitation with anime games is because I don't want to get divorced if I'm in a crouching position against a lady fighter of some sort, and then it's like, what are you doing? Nothing. It's just a game. I'm playing fighting games.
Yeah. No, I used to play Giovanna in Strive, and I switched to Bedman for that exact reason. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, she got nerfed. And I'm lucky enough that I like Gordo in Under Night, so we're clear there. Okay. First of all, thank you for giving that very dope review, as it were, for Under Night 2. I'm a fan.
I got one more soundbite. If I had to put it in the simple terms, it's like Third Strike and Marvel 2 put together.
It's like a baby. Like a Marvel 2 Third Strike baby.
Yeah, like the offense and aggression of Marvel, but also the patience and the management of Third Strike also is there as well.
Damn, that's awesome. And everybody in chat and everybody at home, if you're listening to this or if you're driving to work or whatever, give Automattock a round of applause for that.